We've all got that one friend that we name the energy vampire. And you're all thinking of that one friend right now, I know. Recently, I ran into that one friend who proceeded to give me a tale of absolute woe. He was having to move house unexpectedly. His parents, based in the UK, were becoming unwell. And his long-distance relationship was starting to crumble apart. I left that conversation feeling a bit exhausted. So I decided to come home and go for a bike ride. Now, for you local people, and most of us are local in this area, but if you're driving on the Nepean Highway towards the city through Seaford area, there's a sand dune system there in between the Nepean Highway and the beach. And along that sand dune system is a pathway. That pathway is maintained by the council. So there's a few people that walk their dogs and run, and we're allowed to ride a bike through there as well. And I quite like to ride my bike along that pathway. But it's not one of those hard packed dirt pathways along the levee banks at Patterson Lakes. It's a bit soft. The sand is soft most of the time. So when you ride through it, you have to really power through it. Then you get a little bit of a clear section, you can see you've got good visibility. Then there's the next bit, and there's some rocks and tree roots. So, of course, you don't want to be sitting down when you go over those because you could either go across the handlebars or it's a bit of a crotch smash fest going on down there. Stand up on the pedals, let those rocks and tree roots pass underneath you. Along the way, you meet pedestrians, and they're kind enough to move out of your way, or out of my way. So I always say thank you and continue on. It's a great ride, but my conversation with my friend came back to haunt me. And I thought, wow, this pathway is like life. The soft sand is when things get a little bit hard or a bit difficult in our own personal lives. And you really have to assess what's going on. Do I actually stop, put my feet down and walk through the sand? Or do I really just drop it down a gear and just power into those pedals? And that's what we have to do sometimes. The tree roots and the rocks, they're those unexpected surprises that we just need to just take a little bit of pressure off ourselves, let it pass underneath us. Saying hello, or being nice to those people that you meet along the way. There's a very famous saying, I don't know who said this, but they always say, be kind to the people that are on the way up because you're going to see them on the way down. So I like to apply that principle along this pathway as well. For my friend, he was actually experiencing a compressed version of this pathway. It just seemed like everything was all happening at once. So I thought, gee, it would be really good if he could just look at his life and go, well, this is just part of life. Just get on the bike and ride. Now, the one saving grace with this friend of mine is that, much like when I ride a bike as well, is that it's always a sunny day. I don't go out in the rain. And his blue skies was the fact that his teenage kids, two of them, were both doing very well at school and doing very well in life. So I'd like to leave that, my speech on a happy note in that sense there, that life was not all about doom and gloom. And I just want you guys too, when you're out there in a different situation, just look at it in a different way. This is a bit like life. Life is like that. Sometimes it just really sucks and we have lots of bumps along the way. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you.